Guys, I'm Deidre.
And I'm Tiffany from sunny Southern California in Los Angeles at UCLA School of Law.
We're here to talk to you today about practical work experience that you can secure during your LL.M year. Just really quickly, we're going to go through practical versus general work experience, types of practical experience available to you, and the different resources that can assist you in gaining these experiences.
So in terms of types of practical experience, there's several that you can do, and some of those include clinical experiential courses, externships, research assistant positions, extracurricular activities, and OPT. So to kick it off, clinical and experiential courses. Deidre, what are those?
So clinical programs and experiential courses, they're pretty much the same thing. It's just an opportunity for you to really dive into legal training in the United States. Most top law schools offer them. So under the supervision of a professor, sometimes two, you'll be in a really small classroom setting and you'll deep dive into a specific legal issue. So for example, while I was in law school, I did the civil rights litigation clinic with the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. And the second week of class, we were out interviewing clients, we were submitting documentation to court, that sort of thing.
And then externships was another type of experience that I mentioned, and that is basically getting credit for work that you're doing at an organization in a legal capacity. So you could be working in a nonprofit organization, you could be working in a government entity, or in the in-house or business and legal affairs department of a company. Really, it's up to you. At least at UCLA, we allow students to choose which organization they'd like to work for, and many schools offer this. So you would be able to decide what type of work experience you want to get while you're a student that will count toward your degree. In addition to that, there's extracurricular activities, which Deidre will elaborate a bit more on.
Very quickly. So a few of the extracurricular activities that most law schools can offer to you are different sorts of competitions. So we have business law competitions, we have environmental law competitions, there's an IP competition, there's moot court and mock trial, so where you're actually standing up and arguing in front of judges on teams. And there's all sorts of different events that are organized by student organizations. So these might be identity organizations, such as the Black Law Students Association or the Latin American Law Students Association, or things like the Street Law Clinic, where you're helping, indigent or homeless clients.
And then research assistant positions or any on-campus work. So that may not necessarily be law related, but it's while you're a student, you can get paid work, especially if you're an international student, that might be key. So you can do work in departments all over campus, talk to your university about that. And then the last component, which actually happens after you've already graduated, is the OPT, Optional Practical Training, which is an extension of your F1 visa for up to a year following your graduation to pursue work in any capacity that's law related and relevant to your degree. So that is basically the wide swath of experience. How do you get there?
Resources. So most law schools, if not all, will have career services offices. So we have a career services office here, and we have two specific career services counselors just for LL.M students, which is great. Office staff and administrators, so people like us at every law school will be willing to help you along your path, along your journey. And your network. So there's the network that you have going into your LL.M program, the people you used to work for, the people you used to go to school with, and then there's your new network that you're going to build, which you should really focus on if you plan on staying in the United States after your LL.M year. It's not easy, but it is possible, and start with your network. So you want to focus on your classmates, on faculty members, and really meeting and greeting as many people in the field that you want to go into as possible. And the last thing, job fairs. So there's the West Coast Job Fair every year that's hosted here at UCLA. It's an interview program, and then there's also the East Coast Job Fair at NYU every year, also an interview program aimed at helping you meet with potential employers, get your resume out there, that sort of thing.
And that's the gist of it. So we are here to help you, and we hope that you take advantage of it.
Good luck!